Alright, things are serious when I'm suited up and I actually bothered to clean up my office. So, here we are. What in the actual fuck is wrong with all of you degenerates? Serious question here. I don't know what has come over everyone in this market in the last few weeks, but you've all lost your goddamn minds. I say this as someone who's been at this for a while. I was around in the Pokemon Go boom in 2016, the post-COVID boom in 2020, 2021, and this has just gone obscenely off the rails and dwarfs both of those. The difference I find here is that 2016 was organic. That was everyone getting pumped up over Pokemon Go. That was the 20th anniversary, bringing everyone back with sets like Generations and Evolutions. 2020 was more FOMO, fear of missing out, and, influencer, celebrity hyping, Logan Paul box break. You had people locked in their houses for months on end with nothing else to do other than clean out their closets and relive nostalgic things from when they were kids. The difference this time, in my opinion, is this is a bit more organic, but it also has a mixture of the hype of the new Pokemon Pocket game came out for mobile that's gone bananas. It's also got FOMO mixed in with it. Like this card here. I brought hundreds of these fucking things. I was expecting to sit on these for, at least 2, 3, 4 years before I got insane returns on these. You degenerates have made me hit my 5-year target in less than 6 months. This card should not be $1,000. This card being $1,000 is ridiculous. I paid between $60, $70 US for each one of these a few months ago in mass wholesale from Europe. I'm selling the pristines now for almost $1,000 US. Even after grading fees, shipping, everything else, I'm getting 10x returns on these. That Mitsuhiro Arita painting behind me, I won that on auction for $1,400. So doing the girl math in my head, I sold, 2 PSA 10 Van Gogh Pikachus I'm not even into for $200, and that offsets that purchase. That is stupid. That should not happen. I would much rather own an original piece of Arita artwork that took the guy hours to do than 2 friggin' free promos that the Pokemon Center or the Van Gogh Museum slapped together for people who bothered to visit their fine establishments and give them their patronage. There is something extremely wrong in this market when a free promo is worth extremely more, comparatively, than original artwork from artists. You've got the Pokemon Japanese boxes going nuts. I was buying Terrestrial Festival before Christmas, in the 50 to 55 US range. They're up to 100 US a box in 2 months. That's after a reprint. I am actively selling these things for 100 US a box. That is stupid. Prismatic Evolutions has gone up 3x what MSRP was on the Pokemon Center, 4x for the Pokemon Center ETBs. The things are doing 150, some places are doing 170, 180 US for regular standard ETB. I get it with the allocations, but this is insane. This is worse than Hidden Fates was when that came out. And when was that? Was it 2019? Whenever the hell that came out. This is just insane. I have never seen the market act this irrational before, and that is saying something. Like I mentioned, though, I think this is a mix of all the other market booms we've had combined. You've got the organicness in the new game, you've got the new sets being hype, you've got FOMO kicking in with people seeing, the 151 Charizard EX, the Bubble Mew, the Greninja EX. All those things are stonking. Van Gogh Pikachu is up like 3 times what it was before Christmas. People are FOMOing hard in these things, thinking, oh, well, I have to buy now before that Van Gogh Pikachu hits $2,000. I have to buy a Umbreon VMAX before that card hits $5,000 because it's guaranteed to go up. This market is not sustainable. If you have some of these speculative plays, I highly recommend, this is not financial advice, I highly recommend deleveraging yourself from a lot of this stuff. There is going to be a retrace. The rubber band is going to go and flick backwards. I would say a lot of this stuff within the next 2 months, maybe 3 months, is going to be back down anywhere from 25 to 50%. In my experience, anyone who bought in, before the hype or just as the hype was starting, you'll be fine. Like, if those Van Gogh Pikachus and the CGC Pristines drop back down to $500, that's still more than I was expecting. I don't care about that. But if you have any of these plays right now that you're buying in at these absurd record highs, expecting them to keep doubling and tripling because you haven't been through this before, you are in for a very rude awakening. And I don't want to see people be in a situation where they got conned into buying a Bubble Mew or buying a Greninja EX or buying a Moonbreon by some YouTuber who has no fucking clue what they're talking about, has, all modern stuff from as far back as Evolving Skies. They might have, $10,000-$15,000 in inventory on hand managing their portfolio, and they're trying to tell you how to invest your money. They've never been through the ups and downs of bull and bear markets. And it seems like every 5 minutes I'm getting another notification on either YouTube or Instagram that there's a new video about, oh, well, these are the things to buy, these are the things to watch. Most of the good plays have already been made. There's a reason that they were made, because they were good. So at this point now, you're digging through scraps in the garbage trying to find the next big thing. I'm not saying you're not going to find one. I'm not saying there's not opportunity in the market right now to make money. I haven't spent this much money on stuff in the last 4 to 6 weeks that I've spent in the last 4 years probably. There's ways of you making money in this market, but you have to be extremely careful and extremely selective in what you're buying. For the love of God, don't leverage yourself beyond what you can afford to lose. Don't take out extra lines of credit. Don't take out money on your house. Don't take any of your savings that you can't afford to be losing and throw into a market like this. There's money to be gained, but there's going to be a hell of a lot more to be lost when the dust settles on this. And I can't in good conscience keep feeding into this market without at least making that abundantly clear. So at the end of the day, be careful what you're buying. be cognizant of the fact that this bull market is not going to last forever. I think there's maybe a few weeks left. Some stuff is already starting to plateau and trickle back down again. I just don't want to see you guys lose your shirts. And there's nothing worse than this hobby when we inject new blood into the community like this, and their first experience is buying a Bubble Mew at, say, $800, and it drops back down to $500 within 2-3 months. That turns people off. The rampant abuse of bots for buying prismatic evolutions and the new sets coming out is turning people off from the hobby. Long term, that is not good for anyone. And I just want everyone to be able to have fun with your shiny cardboard and not have to worry about losing your house. So that's it for today. I hope everyone's been good the last few years while I've been away. Miss most of you, don't miss all of you. So at the end of the day, have a good one. And for the love of God, don't be idiots.